Prospects of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas and one between Israel and Hezbollah seem to be fading despite recent diplomatic efforts. Today, Israel has continued its attacks in Gaza and Lebanon. Israeli strikes killed at least 64 people across central Gaza in the last 24 hours. Israel's military said on Friday that it killed a senior Hamas official in a strike on a car in the southern city Khan Yunis. In Lebanon, authorities say at least 30 people have been killed in Israeli strikes over the last day. One attack on the capital Beirut is the first by Israeli forces in nearly a week. Rescuers are still searching for survivors following an Israeli strike in the Bekaa Valley. Now, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Thursday that his priority is enforcing Israel's security. But Lebanon's Prime Minister Najib Mikati said Israel's continuing attacks indicated it's not interested in a ceasefire. Also on Friday, Hamas rejected a short-term ceasefire proposal in Gaza, which had been introduced by the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Sunday. Our reporter Amir Nader has more from Beirut.
It was only on Wednesday that the Lebanese Prime Minister talked about his cautious optimism that a ceasefire deal could be reached in the coming hours or days, perhaps even before the US election. Today, his tone has completely changed. He's accused Israel of being stubborn and not seriously engaging in the ceasefire talks. He's also accused Israel of seeking only to escalate, pointing to the renewed round of airstrikes here in the capital, Beirut, and in the east of the country. United States diplomats had been in Tel Aviv this week to meet with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other senior Israeli political leaders to discuss the basis of this ceasefire proposal. We're not yet aware of what the outcome of those talks are as the fighting continues in Lebanon.
Now in Gaza, the third and final phase of the UN's polio vaccination campaign is going ahead. The ongoing conflict in Gaza forced the World Health Organization to postpone the vaccinations just over a week ago. It said mass displacement of civilians and a lack of humanitarian pauses made the situation too difficult and dangerous to reach the children who need vaccines. Well, in a joint statement, the World Health Organization and the UN's Agency for Children, UNICEF, said that a humanitarian pause needed to conduct vaccinations is now assured, but this is limited to Gaza City, and that's a smaller area that was covered by a previous humanitarian pause. So some children who received initial doses of the vaccine may not be able to receive follow-up doses, and this lack of access means it's unlikely that the campaign will reach nearly 120,000 children who require further dose, which is vital for the lasting protection against polio.